See, we're going to be first over on Team 1 versus Chicago. A bit of a rematch between these two. Normally in the past, in the history, Arcane mages and shamans have had a bit of a back and forth with one another, where I feel like enhancement shamans have been able to rip all of the buffs from mages easily. Just clean them off of all the beneficial effects. Big burst out of Seamark. But now in Dragonflight, you can't really do that. So I feel like the shoe has been on the other foot heavily. There's going to be a big burst into Chicago trying to go for a bit of a last. Still a big touch of the magic on him. Mark Canister is going to knock him back at the open barrage. That's all you really need. Chicago does himself watching up his Guardian, looking for a bit of recovery, trying to fight through all this damage, having to burn every single defensive. And Seamark just goes for a bit of a go, knocking Chicago through the ring of fire. Missiles around the corner. Shaman leaping in with a Sunder. An opportunity to maybe make some kind of an impact, to utilize the Tears and a bit of that physical and magical damage, but a breath into a freeze, Trinket to follow, trying to see if he can break through the mage's shielding, but the shield still hauled on strong. Does go for the intro, burrow down to follow, trying to see if he can get himself a better angle, but those missiles right after back-to-back big blast to follow into an Arcane Sphere. If he does enough damage, trying to go for a knock, doesn't quite connect though. Chicago, I think, holding that corner was probably the better play. Not a lot of health available, trying to go for as much self-healing as possible. And Seamark does it, a blasting out defense at the very least, just to get himself a bit of resources. Ring of Fire, trying to avoid it. It's going to be the mage trying to kite Chicago through the Ring of Fire. Totem is going to be going down, knocking him out in the open, just to refresh the dot yet again, as barrages are going to slow you down to a crippling halt. And this is going to be Chicago with a bit of a heal. Warlock Hellstone potentially might have been used there just to get yourself a bit more stabilized, but a breath into a freeze, shift power while you fully control it, can't do much. Yet another Ring of Fire. Man, the Ring of Fire is doing so much value right now. Quick interrupt. Oh, and the barrage just to snipe you right in the dome. My goodness. These are the type of duels that I remember an Arcane Mage would normally lose for the longest, as long as you've been around. Like what, Shadowlands and what's like that? BFA potentially even? But then Dragonflight comes around and mages get absolutely juiced. And here we are, short and deadly, by the way. Gonna be up next. I like the little like angelic but also like skull deathly thing got going on. Got himself double charge for Seamark as the touch of magic is upon him. Seamark just taking the damage wholesale, doesn't really care about his health, as Short is just getting absolutely ripped apart by the missiles and barrages. Still got himself plenty of opportunity to stay alive and healthy. Big leap, big bleed onto Seamark, taking that touch of the magic damage. At least he's able to dampen it quite well, but Arcane Sphere maybe gets it low, does knock you out in the open. Barrages right after, bit of a defensive stance with Ring of Fire, not much you can do. Wait a second, a barrage is fully loaded, could just be the end of you. Short definitely needs some kind of a heal. With that Nether Tempest, unable to get himself second wind to recover whatsoever. He is in that execute range. You better have yourself reflect ready. Actually, even borrowed health is just gone. Fear last second, try to go for a little bit of health. Reflect up and try to see if he can. Oh, the second wind recovery. This man is actually doing it. Hold on a second. He's actually doing it so well. Look at him go. He's just back in there. Look at the boy go. Normally, I thought that was it. It's over. You literally got to 1 health and then made all that recovery back up to like a healthy situation. That's so good. It's going to end up sniping you out as you try to cross the distance. That's going to be big barrages with the touch of the Magi. Back up to low. Wait, hold on. You went from a roller coaster. You go from high to low to back to high, back to low. What is happening? Gently trying to go for a bit of a heal. Breath right after. Seamark is going to go for a quick reflect on that interrupt. Or interrupt on that reflect just so you can activate his, what is it, the embellishment of the precognition. Gotta be short. With a bit of damage of his own, Blaze-Storm finally able to lock down Seamark. Lots of damage. Big burst opportunity. Best is going to be a blink, that or a reversal for Seamark. Try to stay away from the deadly storm of blades that is this Gnomish warrior. The man barely hanging in there though. Got himself at least a little bit of help to work with, trying to dodge a Arcane Sphere. Can he do it though? Seamark looking to aim it. Does go a little bit far left, but a barrage comes through. But even if you was just aiming that Arcane Sphere, now the Tempest still doing damage. Missile still doing damage. Still was able to get himself a barrage. The Arcane Sphere was mostly just like, I think, to juke him out at that point. Diabolical up next is a Dash to Warlock. Reflect up immediately. Fear onto Seamark right after. And Seamark still holding on to the Ice Block, which is going to be crucial for him to be able to maybe make some kind of like a reversal if he's ever falls super behind. There's going to be Infernal dropping in. Blink by the mage. Got himself portals that's going to be attacking him left and right. Maybe you can go Invis to deal with him. Maybe Shadow Mode to take off some of that aggro. But it's just going to be damage he's just going to have to deal with at some point in the future. I might just have to dodge, chill, chills, maybe fight, chill, see. Oh, maybe, yeah, well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. As Seamark got himself a little bit of healing. Got himself also a Arcane Sphere as well. Man, taking a bit of damage though, little by little, just wilting away. As Diabolica looking out for the boy. Eyes not getting picked up. Instead, actually, Diabolica is playing it super safe. He knows that Seavark is at some point gonna have to pop out of Invis, picking up a little bit of food to eat. Ring of Frost off of the breath. Doesn't catch the pet. Oh, he does walk into it either way, though. You do get to juke out the kick. Doesn't even matter. Oh, Mortical also reflected back at the Diabolicas. Wait a second, it's huge. I didn't even notice you spell steal it as quick as you did. Dia trying to reposition, but it's still more missiles getting flown in. The wall together with the Dark Pack keeping you alive, but is that still touching the Magi? No, it isn't. But imagine how big that touch of the Magi would have been. It's going to go for a barrage just to get the hell out of dodge. But now Diabolical looks like the turntables have been shifted on him. The tables have been turned over, inside out. Ring of Fire around the corner. Barrages onto the pet just to keep Diabolical as well as the pet just constantly taking damage. It's going to be Ring of Frost onto the pet. If you can get the pet frozen. Or does it get frozen? Looked like it should have been frozen. Interrupt onto Dia, trying to see if he can knock him into the board. It's going to be Dia, no hope whatsoever. One barrage away, more missiles to follow. Got him to reflect. I don't even know if that matters. That's still touching the Magic. Does go for the big heal. Soul Burn last second with the Dark Pack just to get himself topped off entirely. Barrage, Arcane Sphere loaded up. The Warlock is slowed unless he goes for port. Takes a bit of that damage unless he goes in for a proper interrupt onto Seavark. He might be in a tough spot. Pet getting frozen. Does up land inside of Seavark. This is going to go for a barrage. As he does try to go for intro, but it's just going to get immune entirely. And it's just only a barrage away. That's over. It's just Diabolic as you can just see his body shifting left and right. It's just nothing you can do. Frozen can't interrupt. The pet missed its kick. And there's just nothing that is left for you at this moment. At least in this plane of existence as Karvik. Karvik? Karvik? I'm going to have a hard time with your name. I'm telling you right now. But that's the best I can do is Karvik. I'm not going to think too hard about it. I'm going to go with Karvik. Playing Affliction. This is going to be Seavark opening up with the touch of the Magic off the bat. Missiles, Ring of Fire. Trying to see if he can bail out of there for a little bit. Setting up a Demonic Circle. As long as you can get some dots on the Seavark, you can rot him down little by little. If you can ever get some dots on the guy, you can go for a full rot. Seavark trying to see if you can maybe bait out and interrupt from the pet. As long as it has line inside of Seavark, it should be at the ready. It's all about Karvik trying to see if he can snipe out mid-cast, if at all possible. Big port for the Warlock. Seavark pushes in a little bit. Dark Glare comes in. I don't even know if Dark Glare got too many dots on the guy. It is going to be frozen, both the Karvik and Dark Glare. Big burst out of Seavark. Potentially can go for a big setup. That is going to be Warlock not really able to move all that easily. I don't even know if Arcane Sphere does connect. It is going to add towards that touch of the Magic damage, I believe, right? That or touch of the Magic is gone. Or no, it's did now. So it wasn't there before. Mortical sent in, trying to go for Soul Rod, but I think for Karvik he's just an execute range. I don't think there's much you can do. Walls available, Darkness as well, but at this point, like, what are you gonna get out of it? Yeah, I think maybe he should have just pressed those defenses a little bit more aggressively once he saw Seavark with big cooldowns. But when you fall that low, like Dark Pack needs to take some of your health in order to even generate a shield. And when you have no health, you don't have a shield, and wall, like, it's a nice DR, but when you're this low, I don't know what you can do. PI stolen by the Wizard, though, as he goes in for a Arcane Sphere. Knocking Voltic into Ring of Fire with touch of the Magic, and Arcane Missiles already going in. Mad damage to the Voltic, though, into Disperse right now. The man is still under pressure. Wait, he's still down. As soon as Disperse is gone, that touch of the Magic might just crush you. It is going to do quite a bit of damage either way. You are going to be standing in a Ring of Frost. Can't even stand still. Oh no. What just happened? That was a lot all at once. Everything just went down. Smithereens. My goodness. 10 million damage on my boy. I don't know, man. Every time I know Arcane Mage is like a really good one in those, just really tough to fight through. I don't know. I feel like it's just rogues. We see a lot of those. Those get pretty boring after a while. Maybe just because I played the class. But watching my man Seavark finesse like he does, it just gets me like a giggling mood, man. I don't know what it is. It just brightens up my day. Let's get us another one going, yeah? One más, I guess we